Shalawam Maki, I'm out there. First and foremost, Ka Hala Yahawashi Mashina Kabat Shalak Yayam, and Shalom Wakasat Laha Bakyar. And I want to give all praises, thanks, honor, glory to Yahawashi for allowing me to do another GMS. Behold, I come quickly under the installments of GMS Inspiration and Motivation. And today's topic, what I want to get into is being confident in oneself. You know, because I was doing meditation upon this topic, and I was led in remembering that, you know, like growing up in this world, you're taught, and you're broke from not having confidence, or you know, the way society is ran, you're led to not have confidence, man. Not have confidence in yourself. You always put yourself down. You never really know how to attack a situation that you may be put in because you have like a lack of confidence. You know, and you know, because your confidence is going to determine and show whether you want to defeat a situation or not, you know. So, you know, us coming in this truth, us becoming servants of Yahawashi again, one thing that we have to do, we have to rebuild that confidence in ourselves. We got to have confidence in ourselves, which your confidence is going to determine whether you want to be saved or not. You know what I mean? You know, which we're going to go into the word confident, which the elder apostle Gabar, you know, breaks down perfectly, and if you're a man of understanding, then you would know. But I want to, you know, continue furtherance on that word so that I may inspire and motivate myself right along with the Akiam to be confident in oneself, man. You know, so you know, like because I was checking this movie out. It's called Poor Devil, starring this dude Sammy Davis Jr. And in that movie, they made a solid point. I'm just gonna sum it up. You know, you may watch the movie. It's like a 1973 movie, but in that movie, basically, it was a guy who ended up selling his soul, and Sammy Davis Jr. He plays like a demon for Satan, which his job was to make men sell their souls. And one thing I noticed in that movie was that Sammy Davis Jr. What he was talking about was that the time that a person will sell their soul, or a time that a person will give in to selling their soul, is when they're at their lowest point. And the guy that he was trying to attack, the guy who he was trying to attack, he ended up losing his house, car, all that. You know, he basically lost his desires. So that's when Sammy Davis Jr. came in to try to attack him when he was at his lowest points, or when he was at the point of lack of confidence, you know, in oneself. Even though he was dealing with a lot of hardships, you still have to be confident in yourself. Because when you're not confident in yourself, which if you hear me say the word confident, faith, belief, them is all synonyms, or they all coincide with each other. I may be switching out between words, but when you're not confident in yourself, that's when demons is able to attack you even the more, you know. And that's why I brought out that sample of Sammy Davis Jr. because that movie Poor Devil, because when he was at his lowest state, he lost all confidence, and that's when Sammy Davis Jr. was him being a demon of Satan was able to come in and get him to sell his soul, man. And us being this truth, you lack of confidence. That's when the demons attack you to try to get you out this truth, man. You know, because confidence that nobody could really teach you to have confidence. You know what I mean? Nobody could really teach you that That's something that you have to build within yourself, man. And what did James, the first chapter, it says, if any man lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, which giveth man freely, man. So if you lack in wisdom, in order to gain confidence or to get understanding on a certain thing, you have to pray to Yahawashi, man. You know, and that's how you're giving confidence. But it also starts with you having a positive attitude towards the Most High, or you having confidence or faith or belief that the Most High will even give you confidence, you know what I mean, or give you strength or faith or belief to take on a situation and to defeat it, you know. And when you go to the etymology, you know, when you go to the etymology of words and you look up this word confident, we all understand the elder broke it down, which he was correct, most correct. He broke it down, which is comes from a prefix cum, meaning with, and then you have the suffix fidens, or it comes from the Latin, I believe, fidere, which means to trust, have faith, you know, trust, faith, belief. With faith, with trust, with belief. You know what I mean? That's what the word breaks down to. Now, when you go to the etymology of confidence, it's an adjective. When you look up an adjective, it describes you. An adjective is a describing of you. It says, sure of oneself, self-confident, bold. That's some of the definitions that it defines to you when you look up the word confidence. And that's what you got to have in the truth. You got to be sure of oneself, man. You know, you got to believe. You got to believe, man. You got to be sure that the situations that you deal with and being in this truth, that Yahawashi will let you overcome them, man. You know, the infirmities that you deal with in this truth, Yahawashi will give you the strength or the confidence to overcome them, man. You know, that's what you have to be confident in, man. Self-confidence. You know, you gotta have that confidence in yourself. And it said bold. You know, when you confident, you're bold, man. You have like a faith and belief that everywhere you go, everywhere your feet is planted, that Yahawashi is with you, man. You know. Now, when you go to dictionary.com and you look up the word confidence, it's an adjective too, and it says having no uncertainty about one's own abilities, man. And you know, us being in truth, I brought up how, you know, coming in this world, you always brought down. You brought down not only through this goddamn devil white man, but you brought down through your own family. A lot of us men, we found ourselves growing up without a father in the house. And one thing that happens was that the mother always told you that you wasn't gonna be shit, man. Or your grandmother, man. Which I dealt with, you know. You ain't gonna be shit, you gonna be just like your daddy and shit like that, you know what I mean? You know, so that killed your confidence in the abilities that you have, you know what I mean? But you gotta have confidence in the abilities that you have, because now you walking up to the spirit of Yahawashi, everything that the Most High gave you, the talent He gave you, whether it be that you could push it out on the web, or whether it be you could just push it out when you amongst the brethren. That's an ability, you know what I mean? You got to be confident in that, man. Whether you're a brother that's good at comforting another brother's spirit, whether you're a brother that's good at putting lessons together and comforting spirits over the world, you know, whether you're a brother that could push another brother, whatever it is, You gotta have confidence in yourself that you could do it. It takes confidence in everything. You know, even when dealing with your own personal afflictions, you had to have confidence through those things, man. You know, you gotta have confidence through ailments. You gotta have confidence through your woman coming up against you, man. You gotta have confidence at all times. Trusting and believing in Yahawashi, man. That's your confidence, man. You know, Yahawashi is not gonna put us in anything that we can't handle. You know, and Yahawashi is not gonna leave us on stuck mode. You know what I'm saying? And let's grab this scripture real quick. It's the book of Philippians, chapter 1, verse 6. It says, being confident of this very thing, that he which have begun a good work in you will perform it unto the day of Yahawashi. Now, when you came in this truth, Yahawashi started to perform a good work in you. He started to take away the impurities that you had within yourself, and he's replacing them with pureness, man. And you got to have confidence that the Most High is going to continue that work into the coming of the day of Yahawashi, our Lord, man. That means like your confidence got to be, you got to have confidence at all time into that day. We are not yet at that day, so that means that your confidence got to still be getting built. Why is it that your confidence is on a standhold or on a standstill, man? We're not in the world no more. The scriptures say you should know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Free from the world, man, the cares of this world, the bonds of this world. So now that you're free from the bonds of this world, why is it that your confidence is not being built? You know? You got to ask yourself questions like that. You know, or if you are woken, your confidence should begin built. It shouldn't be on a standstill. Until the coming of the day of the Lord, man. The coming of the day of our Lord and Savior, Yahawashi, man. You know? Which I'm going to touch on two stories I had. And then I'm going to close it out. Because I'm going to also hit a point. Your confidence is also important, because your confidence could build another brother. You know what I mean? The confidence or the boldness that you have within yourself could trigger another brother to be confident and stay bold, man. To keep going forward. To keep moving on, man. All right? And then let's go to Philippians 1 and 12. It says, but I would ye should understand, brethren, that these things which happen unto me have fallen out rather unto the furtherance of the gospel, so that my bonds in Yahawashi are manifest in all places, and in all other palaces, like it, and in all other places. And many of my brethren in the Lord, waxing confident by my bonds, are much more bold to speak the word without fear. So the things that Paul went through, you know, him being stoned, him getting kicked out of the city, going from city to city, one thing that it did, it waxed the confidence and the boldness of the followers of Yahawashi to speak without fear, man. They heard that Paul went through a certain thing, and they was like, damn, shit, he went through it, I could go through it. So that's why I was saying that your confidence could push another brother. That's another important reason why you need to have confidence in his truth, man. You know? And I'm gonna touch on the story, because through confidence you cast out demons or belief, and And the lack of confidence can get you killed by the power of Yahawashi, man. And this is I'm gonna start off with the one in Mark. This is Mark. I'm gonna start at Mark 9:14. It says, "And when he came to his disciples, he saw a great multitude about them, and scribes questioning with them. And straightway all the people, when they beheld him, were greatly amazed, and running to him, saluted him. And he asked the scribes, What questions ye with them? And one of the multitude answered and said, Master, I have brought unto thee my son, which have a dumb spirit, and wheresoever he taketh him, he teareth him, and he foameth, and gnasheth with his teeth, and pineth away. And I speak to thy disciples that they should cast him out, and they could not." So this is dealing with a story with Yahawashi, when his disciples couldn't cast out a demon, and the demon was possessing a man's son, and it was destroying him. And the man was asking Yahawashi for, that he was telling that his disciples couldn't cast him out. This verse 19, he answered him and said, O faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him unto me. And they brought him unto him, and when he saw him, straightway the spirit tear him and fell on the ground and wallowed foaming. So this demon, he went in action right before Yahawashi's eyes. And he answered his father, How long is it ago since this came unto him? And he said, Of a child. And oft time he cast him into the fire and into the water to destroy him. But if thou couldst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Yahawashi said unto him, If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. See that right there? If you could believe, all things are possible to him that believeth, man. Meaning that you got to have confidence you got to have confidence in order for things to come to pass, man. If it's according to the Heavenly Father's will. It says, And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe, help thou my unbelief. So the man, he gained confidence, man. Like, you know what? He heard that Yahawashi said that. He was like, man, look, I believe, man. Help me with my unbelief. Or help me with my lack of confidence. You know? It says, when Yahawashi saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, Thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him and enter no more into him. Now, it's a lot of points in this chapter, because a lack of confidence or not having confidence, you know what that is? That's a demon, man. That's a demon. That's on you. You know? It says, Thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him and enter no more into him. So this man's belief caused that demon to come out, man. Caused that demon to come out of that man. Yahawashi performed that miracle, man. You know? Which that, you know, if you, like I was saying, if you have a lack of confidence, that's like a demon on you, man. You know? And you pray to the Most High to get that demon off you. You got to have the belief and faith that in praying to the Most High to get that type of demon off you, man. And this is verse 26. And the spirit cried and rent him sore and came out of him. And he was as one dead, and so much as many said he is dead. And Yahawashi took him and by his hands and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he came into the house, the disciple asked him privately, Why could not we cast him out? And he said unto them, This kind can come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting, man. So if you lacking of a confidence, you gotta pray, and you know, and if you gotta fast, man. A lot of guys, they don't even want to fast. You know, they lack confidence in even fasting. Fasting, not believing the benefits that come behind fasting, man. You know what I mean? So now that we touched that story, I'm going to touch this other one, and I'm going to close it out, because that just shows you that through confidence, you could cast out demons, man. And having a lack of confidence is a demon on you, man. You know? So, I'm gonna take it to this last one, and I'm gonna close it out. Yeah, because having a lack of confidence can even get you killed, man. Which, like I was saying, your confidence is Yahawashi, man. You not trusting in Yahawashi that you could get past whatever obstacle you're going through could lead you to death. And that's exactly what we're dealing with in being in this truth right now. If you don't have the confidence that the Most High will, Salakia, that the Most High will be your guide in that day, then the Most High ain't gonna protect you, man. The scriptures talk about that. And this is the book of Numbers, chapter 13, verse 1. I'm gonna be jumping around in this chapter, just hitting the main points. This is Numbers 13 and 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men, that they may search the land of Canaan, which I gave unto the children of Israel. Out of every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man, every one a ruler among them. And Moses, by the commandment of the Lord, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel, and these were their names. Now I'm gonna jump down to verse 16 to verse 17. Now this is talking about Moses when he sent out the 12 spies to search out the land of Canaan. He sent them to search out the land of Canaan, and I'm gonna jump to verse 16. It says, These are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land of Moses, the land. And Moses called Oshea the son of Nun, Joshua. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said unto them, Get you up this way southward, and go up into the mountain, and see the land what it is, and the people that dwell therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many, and what the land is, and what the land is that they dwell in, whether it be good or bad, and what cities they be that they dwell in, whether in tents or in strongholds, and what land it is, whether it be fat, lean, whether it be wood therein or not. And be ye of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of first ripe grapes. Now, Moses gave these guys a clear commandment to go search out the land, to see whether what is the dealings of this land, you know, who dwell therein, what's going on with this land. And one thing that he commanded them, he said to be of good courage, man. Or in other words, be of confidence when you go to them lands. Now I'm gonna jump down to verse 25. It says, and they returned, this is them coming back. It says, and they returned from searching of the land after 40 days, and they went and came to Moses and Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him and said, We came into the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great, and moreover, we saw the children of Anak there. And the Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, and the Hittites, and the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell in the sea by the coast of Jordan. Now, when you look up the Anaks, which were a tribe of Ham, they was basically the giants amongst them, man. When you look up the word Anak, if I'm not mistaken, it means long neck, because they was of a giant stature. You know what I mean? It says, and Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well above slack, for we are well able to overcome it. So this guy Caleb, he had confidence in himself. He remembered how Moses said to be of good courage. It says, but the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. This is somebody, these are the other men besides Joshua that had a lack of confidence, man. It says, and they brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof, and all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. And there they saw the giants, the son of Anak, which came of the giants. We are in their own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. So these guys had a lack of confidence, man. These guys lacked confidence in believing that they could overtake these heathens. But Caleb and Joshua had a different spirit. And you know what these men's lack of confidence did? It caused the congregation to murmur against the Most High, man. You know? That's what their lack of confidence did. Now, if you dealing with a lack of confidence, man, you taint other brothers with that, man. Your lack of confidence will taint another brother, man. That's why I said earlier, your confidence could build another brother, but your lack of confidence could taint them. Just like their lack of confidence caused them to murmur against the Most High, man. And when you jump to verse 6, it says, and Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes, and they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which ye passed through to search it is exceedingly good land. If the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into the land and give it us, the land which floweth with milk and honey. So their confidence was Yahawashi, man, the Lord, man. You know, they believe that the Most High will allow them to take that land, which in how I'm speaking now, you got to believe that the Most High would get you through your situations, have confidence through your situations, man. It says, only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not, man. So when you take a situation head on, man, you go head first, you go hard at a situation, the Most High gonna lower the defense of that situation, man. And you're gonna be able to defeat it. Just like the Lord lowered the defense of them heathens, man. It says, but all the congregation bade stones them with stones, and the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle and the congregation before the children of Israel, man. Now I'm going to jump down to verse 24, and then I'm going to jump to 36. It says, but my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit within him, because the Most High got mad at these dudes, man, because Israel started murmuring. This is due when Moses, the Most High told Moses that he was going to create him, just a nation out of him. This is that time when this happened. When these spies' lack of confidence caused Israel to murmur, and the Lord was finna do away with all Moses and start over with, do away with all Israel and start over with Moses, man. So the Lord was like, he was talking to Moses. He told him, look, he was telling him this about Caleb. It says, but my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit within him and have followed me fully, him will I bring into the land whereunto he went, and his seed shall possess it. So Caleb, also Joshua, they had a different spirit. They had that confidence within them, and they was allowed to enter into the promised land. Now, when you read down to 36, this is what it says. This is what I was saying. The lack of confidence could get you killed, man. It says, Numbers 14 and 36. And the men which Moses sent to search the land, who returned and made all the congregation to murmur against him by bringing up slanders upon the land, even those men that did bring up evil report upon the land died by the plague before the Lord. But Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of the men that went to search the land lived still. So the Lord got rid of them lack of confident dudes, man. But he kept Caleb and Joshua, man, because of their confidence in the Lord. So that's why it's important to have confidence, man. Confidence, it helps you out within your daily life, man. You're better in walking in your shoes. You know, you walk more firmly in your shoes, man. Confidence could builds another brother's faith, man. You know what I mean? Confidence builds another brother's faith. You know? Confidence allows you to get rid of demons that's on you, man. You know? Confidence helps you defeat situations, man. You know? So you know, I pray Yahawashi that this lesson was edifying, and that, you know, even myself, you know, I can't sit here and speak like I got all the confidence, man. We all dealing within this flesh, but one thing, you know, we need to strive at is having more confidence in ourselves and what it is that Yahawashi is doing with us, man. You know, and that confidence helps you in your daily life in trying to strive for perfection. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I pray that you Akiam was edified, and I pray that you know, that our confidence continue to be built. So with that, I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna say Ka halal Yahawashi Mashai, Mashinakaba Shalak Yayim, and Shalom Wakasa Laha Bakyar. Shalom.